Three things that melt a fearful avoidant. They won't admit this. There are three very specific things that don't just attract a fearful avoidant, but actually melt them because they touch the exact inner conflict they live with every day. The desire for closeness and the fear of being hurt or consumed by it. The first thing that melts a fearful avoidant is emotional safety without pressure. Because fearful avoidants are not afraid of love itself. They're afraid of what love has done to them before. When someone stays calm, consistent, and emotionally available without demanding immediate reassurance, without chasing their mood swings, and without punishing them for pulling back, something inside the fearful avoidant begins to soften. They start to realize that closeness doesn't automatically lead to control, abandonment, or emotional chaos. When you respond with steadiness instead of anxiety, curiosity instead of accusation, and presence instead of pressure, their nervous system slowly shifts from survival mode into connection mode. And that's when walls begin to lower, not because you force them down, but because they no longer feel necessary. The second thing that melts a fearful avoidant is being seen without being judged. Because deep down, fearful avoidants carry a heavy sense of shame about their inconsistency. They know they want closeness one moment and distance the next, and many of them feel broken because of it. When someone notices their fear without labeling it as manipulation, immaturity, or selfishness, it creates an experience they've rarely had before. Simple moments like saying, "I can tell this is hard for you," instead of, "Why are you like this?" can be profoundly disarming. When you acknowledge their inner conflict rather than attacking their behavior, you become emotionally safe in a way that feels almost unfamiliar to them. That safety doesn't make them instantly secure, but it makes them curious, and curiosity is the doorway through which fearful avoidants begin to lean in instead of pulling away. The third thing that truly melts a fearful avoidant is secure independence, because nothing feels more threatening to them than someone who loses themselves in the relationship. When they sense that you have your own emotional center, your own life, your own boundaries, and your own sense of worth, it relaxes the part of them that fears being responsible for someone else's happiness. You don't collapse when they need space, and you don't disappear when they move closer. This balance sends a powerful message to their nervous system. Closeness does not mean entrapment, and distance does not mean abandonment. Over time, this consistency rewires how they experience intimacy, not through words or promises, but through lived emotional experience. And that's when a fearful avoidant doesn't just feel attracted, they feel safe enough to stay. If this resonated with you, remember this. Melting a fearful avoidant isn't about chasing harder or proving your worth. It's about becoming emotionally safe without abandoning yourself. When you stop reacting from fear and start showing up with steadiness, clarity, and self-respect, the entire dynamic shifts. Whether they lean in or pull away, you stay grounded. And that's where real power and peace come from. If this helped you understand the pattern more clearly, support the channel by liking the video, subscribing for deeper insights into attachment styles, and sharing this with someone who needs it. I'll see you in the next one.